What's the word? What's the word? What's the mother word, man? Today, we talking about Martin Luther King Jr., bro. And a lot of people have been debating if he led us into a burning house. You know, this has been an old debate going on. And also his lifestyle choices, bro. Get in here, dog. We finna get to it, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. Do that for your boy. Do that for your boy, man. Now, if you don't know, if you do know, let's just go ahead and stir up the pot, poke at it a little bit. There's been a lot of debates going on lately, you know, with the Juneteenth, the July 4th situation, and then, you know, it kind of had people, you know, talking about, you know, older statesmen in the game, such as Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, and such of that nature. But a lot of people have been online arguing about Martin Luther King and whether he integrated us into a burning house, and also some of his lifestyle choices, bro. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. So, you know, you got this sector of people, bro, that believe, you know, black people were, you know, better off by themselves, you know, saying that, you know, we were stronger when we were doing things like this, you know, that the community was better, you know, and that may very well be true, but people got to realize that it was a different time and age back then, right? Now, while I get that argument and say that, you know, we had better situations going on back then, we got to realize that, you know, when we limit ourselves to just black people or just our neighborhood, you know, that puts a limit on what we have going. And, you know, some black people, maybe even a lot of black people, have more aspirations than just dealing with just black people, bro. You know, I think the fact that we got integrated in what we got integrated to, it pretty much, what would you say? I won't say it killed racism, but it put a big dent in it, because now, since the Civil Rights Act and things of that nature, you know, black people, white people, Mexican, you know, all colors, you know, in America have pretty much come together and pretty much learned how to get along for the most part. Now, do we still got some bad seeds? Yes, bro. There would be bad seeds in everything that you do, and it's bad seeds in every ethnicity. But to sit here and act like you a bad person because this person is a bad person is disingenuous. And I even take that a step further, bro, because I'm one that believes in that. If you practicing extremism, bro, you wrong, bro. Like, whether it's black or white, Mexican, don't matter, because once you do that, you pretty much saying that you're superior to this person and this person is inferior. And, bro, at the end of the day, we all human beings. So that really has no merit. Like, we all are human beings at the end of the day. We're born the same way. We're going to die the same way. We pretty much got to meet the same maker. Like, I don't give a damn what religion, you know, you are. Like, it's one creator, whatever you want to call it, bro. We all going to meet it at the end of the day if that's how it go, you know. So when you get out here, bro, and you get to talking about Martin Luther King integrated us into a burning house, that's your perspective. And for you to say this a burning house is to insinuate that something is going on to where you're not able to prosper more than, you know, they were back in the day. And I think the proof that we have for today is black people being millionaires, billionaires, and things of that nature, bro, living well, you know, like just doing good for themselves. Like, that's a great staple to represent the new age of what they fought for when they integrated us into, you know, the America that we have today. So, hey, if you feel like being pro-black is what, you know, would have kept us afloat, you got to remember that this still is America at the end of the day. And when we get into these mainly black, you know, cities and stuff like that, we see what's going on, bro. Chicago, shit, even in Dallas, bro. Like, you got Miami, like, you know what I'm saying? You got New York, you got Los Angeles, you know, all these, you know, big black cities, bro. Like, they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of crime going on, and I think, bro, we skip past a lot of the shit that's really going on and try and go back to, you know, a time where things were more simple. Like, yeah, it's complicated today, bro. Like, you know, it's hard to put a pin on this, a pin on that, pin on this, pin on that, and say, okay, this is what led to that. It's more of an accumulation of, you know, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? And once you put all that into a big ass snowstorm, you get this snowball effect, you know, where shit, everything starts tumbling at once. And that's kind of like what's going on in the black community. Now, I don't feel like that we practice as much community approach, as we did back in the day, bro. But it's harder now because, you got black people on this side of the issue and you got black people on that side of the issue. One thing I always try and do, bro, is give a fair debate. At the end of the day, you are welcome to come on here and spew whatever you want to spew, even if it's hatred, bro. Venture out. Like, I really don't care because I got a response for everything. And most of the time, I will be professional, bro. Until, something happens, and I feel like, hey, I got to check something, But I'm always open for a debate, bro, because when I invite someone to debate their views on things, I want to learn something, and I'm trying to, make sure you learn something so both of us leave this conversation with better understanding of the topic. You feel me? Now, you could be talking out your ass, and I could still have a better understanding of the conversation, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. You feel me? So, I just think it's disingenuous, bro. So, I always try and learn something, in a debate or back and forth, whatever you want to call it, because no one knows the end all be all and how this shit goes. But we get together and practice more of a community approach, understand to be understood. Shit'll go different. Now, let's get into his lifestyle choices, bro. They saying that Martin Luther King was out here fucking with them hoes. They saying Martin Luther King was out here fucking with them white ones, them black ones, them Mexicans, they saying all that, bro. And, it could be true, but does that make him less of a man, bro? Like, I don't think his stance was, I'm a perfect husband. I don't think he ever said nothing like that. I always thought he was fighting for the rights of black people. And, bro, he always on the road. Like, he always out here, you know what I'm saying? He never there, you know what I'm saying? And I think women back then had a different understanding of what a man is supposed to do. Like, that man was on his purpose. You feel me? Now, does that exempt him from, cheating and, all that? Yeah, no, it doesn't. But if they had that agreement and she was okay with it, who are y'all to judge what they got going on, bro? Yeah, don't get me wrong, you can speak on it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but, ultimately at the end, like I say all the time, like, if that's what make you happy, bro, that's between you and God. You feel me? Like, who am I to tell you different? You only live once, you feel me? As long as you happy doing what you're doing, should nobody on the outside be able to influence nothing that you got going on, because at the end of the day, true love stands the test of time, bro. Like, no matter what you got going on, no matter what the circumstances present, real love, bro, is never gonna falter, bro. It's gonna always stand up and stand tall. So clearly whatever they had going on, man, it lasted for forever, until, his unfortunate demise, and he got kids out of the situation, and she cherishes that man, so to sit here and try and act like y'all mad when she not mad, like, y'all mad about the wrong shit, man. Mad about the wrong shit as always, bro. Worried about the wrong shit as always, bro. But, man, hey, it was just a different time and day, when they existed. And like I said, bro, women back then, like, their mental was way more accepting of what was going on. And a lot of women would be like, oh, it's because of this and that. Like, nah, it's just they were built different, and it shows in how long their relationships lasted. Like, today, bro, you can't keep a relationship too long, bro. It's just how it is, Like, women have options at their fingertips, bro. Like, with this social media and stuff like that. So they assume that, somebody's going to be out here loving them the way that you love them. And boy, will they find out quickly that everything is created different, as us men do find out as well, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a fucked up time out here, bro. And y'all judging it based on today's, standpoint. But, the women back then were way stronger, bro. Like, they had better mental capacity than these women these days, bro, to just deal with shit, deal with difficult things, and just really just be there. Like, they understood the assignment back then. Don't get me wrong. You got women that understand the assignment these days too, but, it's far and in between. You feel me? So, yeah, man, let up on Martin Luther King, bro. He wasn't perfect, but he got us what we are today, free niggas. You feel me? So, yeah, nah, we salute Martin Luther King around here. And clearly, whatever he was doing helped fuel the energy and fire that he needed to get us where we at. And we love America. You feel me? We love America. Y'all get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that, man. Until then, I holla.